Hi guys, thank you for tuning in to Dose of Om Daily. Don't forget to check out the website www.doseofom.com, and if you find yourself on social media, Instagram, Facebook, Pinterest, or Twitter, don't forget to follow me at Dose of Om. So today I have to share with you guys, this weekend I felt completely overwhelmed, like just with life. And for me, I noticed that some of my anxiety comes from finances, which I feel like many of us do, and not necessarily not having enough money, but not having enough money to do the things that you want. I started to question why every time money flowed into my bank account, why does it continuously have to flow out of it? And it made me feel so overwhelmed. It made me feel like I was operating out of lack, and I felt bad. Like I started crying and I was really, really upset. And I spoke to my husband about it, and of course he assured me, but I really wanted to be in a better financial situation, or be in a better situation in general. I remember when I was losing weight, I constantly questioned, why is it taking me so long to lose weight? Like, I feel like I'm doing everything that I need to do. I'm doing 2-a-days, 4 days a week. I have intense trainers, so I'm doing a lot of strength training. I drink gallons upon gallons of water. I'm eating all the right foods, but the scale is not moving. So I feel like we have impossible standards. I feel like we get ourselves worked up and super overwhelmed because we have impossible standards. We overestimate what can be done in a matter of a couple of months, and even a matter of a couple of years, and underestimate what it takes for things to happen in the matter of years or decades. And even now, because we're in the Insta society, we underestimate how long several months take for us to get over a hump, go through something that we're working with, and overestimate the days or the weeks that it happens. Like, just because you started the new job today doesn't mean that you're going to get your next check tomorrow. Sometimes it takes 2 or 3 weeks to get your next check. Just because you started going to the gym last week doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to see a dramatic change on the scale the next week. Just because you started going through with your resolutions, or you started making those goals and you started to work towards them, doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to get out of it what you're looking for in the immediate. So we just have these impossible standards. And I love Tony Robbins for saying what he said with overestimating what we can do in a year and underestimating what we can do in decades, because it's true. Like, most of us are in our 30s, maybe 40s, maybe still our 20s, and we want the world right here and right now, but the world is so much older than us. Like, we don't understand how much time that things take, and then we bog ourselves down because we have these crazy ass standards. And then I read an article in Thought Catalog, and it was just talking about people who function with anxiety, so high functioning anxiety. And it just talks about, she wants the whole world, she wants to be there for everybody, but sometimes she's not there for herself. And that's so true. Like, you want to be there and you want to be like Superwoman or Superman to everybody around you, but then you neglect yourself because you want to be the everything to everybody and to yourself. So, not that we shouldn't have high standards. It's an amazing thing to have high standards and to have high goals and to want to reach for the stars in the universe, in the next universe. But I think we need to focus in the present moment and not be so afraid of things taking longer, not being so afraid of the small things. Like, we want the big things all the time, but what about the small things? We don't get to the big things without first taking care of those small things. So standards are really, really great. Having high standards are amazing, but impossible standards, like, just because you made the decision to start something today doesn't mean that it's going to give you the return that you're looking for tomorrow. So stick with the kid. You got this. It's okay. If you feel overwhelmed, it's okay. Just take a deep breath. Find your own. And understand that you're trying. Yes, your finances aren't where you want it to be. No, your weight loss isn't where you want it to be. No, the job that you just started isn't paying all the bills or paying you what you need at the present moment. But understand that things are working in your favor. Understand that you are working towards a greater goal and not necessarily what's happening in the immediate, and you're working hard, so don't take that away from yourself. Celebrate those wins every day, and you'll realize that you don't feel as overwhelmed as you want to feel overwhelmed. So start celebrating your wins, and definitely check your standards. Like, are they high standards or are they impossible standards? Because there are things that we are just not equipped to handle. We're just not equipped to handle everything, and we have to be okay with that. So check yourself. Don't worry about those standards, and make sure to celebrate those wins. And when you do feel overwhelmed, don't forget to take that much, much needed meditative moment so you can clear your head, find your own, relax, release, and be grateful. So thank you for tuning in. I'm definitely feeling a lot better than I did over the weekend. I just had to take that meditative moment, just kind of bring it all back. I just want everything to be perfect right now, like I know so many of us do, but I just have to remember that things take time, and that, you know, it may not look the best right now, but you know, you're working towards greater things. So you are working towards greater things, and that is amazing. So thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to follow at Dose of Om on all social media, and make sure to check out that website to start your membership. And of course, peace, love, light, Dose of Om. Thank you for tuning in. Talk to you soon.